Hello, I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm doing this live video really quickly today to talk about confidence, and I've gotten a few requests from you guys for me to talk about confidence, and I think it's a fantastic topic. But before I get into it, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's the big red button that says subscribe. Just click on it. It's for free, I promise. And also make sure to ring the notification bell so every time I post, you get a notification from me. I'm so sorry I'm coming at you after so many days. I am going through a life change right now, as you might already know. I just got married and I'm moving into my home, and people that were living there are moving out. And so that's a process. It takes a couple of months, and all my things are kind of in disarray. And I'm also visiting my family in Reno right now. So who's with us? Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about confidence, and this is going to be a super short video, but I think it's going to be one that I want it to be on YouTube so it can be, for a longer duration of time on my channel. So I'm going to get right into it. The first thing I want to talk about is how to create without the fear of judgment. I think one of the things that I was most afraid of before sharing myself on social media was, how can I create without the fear of judgment? Because it's so easy for people to put people in categories, create categories, and say, oh, this person is like me, and I want to, this person looks like me, so I want to be closer to them. I didn't want to get in that realm. Okay, let me rephrase this. Okay, how to create without the fear of judgment of others. I had to really work on my energy to figure out why I was so. Hi, Sadia. Thank you so much for joining me, Sadia. I appreciate it, girl. How can I create without the fear of judgment of others? Like, for example, I'm a Muslim woman, and as a Muslim woman, I have felt as though whoever was my boyfriend in the past, my partner, or whoever was the man in my life, whether it was my brother, whether it was my dad, my uncle, whoever, I felt like the men in my life were owning my body, my physical body, more than they were allowing me to own my body. They forgot that Allah has given me this body to make what decisions I want to make with it, rather than what they think is best for me. Okay, I think that I get a lot of judgments from a lot of men on social media on a daily basis. Like, for example, I posted a video on my Instagram where I was kissing my husband on my wedding day. And I got a message this long from someone, some guy, usually I get these kinds of messages from men. I feel like I get a lot of encouragement from women to pursue the things that I want to do, and not to be afraid of myself, who I am. But I feel like men, when they see that, they feel obligated. Like, I'll get messages from strange men who I have never met in my life. They don't know who I am. They just know me through social media. And they'll say things to me like, how I need to carry myself as a Muslim woman, all these things. And I'm like, how do they have that much time in their day to judge what other people are creating with their time? Number one. Number two, well, if you're passing judgment, have you become the greater power or something like that? Like, if you believe in a greater power, I know some of you guys may believe in Allah. Maybe some of you guys believe in God. Maybe you guys call it, the higher power. Maybe you call it source energy. Maybe whatever it is that you believe in, that you feel like gives everything life, I believe that's the only energy that is allowed to judge. And if we're spending time, our personal time, on judging other people, then number one, we're wasting our time. Number two, like, you could be doing something way better with that time than spending it talking about other people. Okay, most classy people, they'll talk about what you're excited about creating in life, where you have traveled to, what is making you happy in life right now. That's what classy people talk about. Most unclassy people will talk about other people. Okay, so if you're sitting there and talking, I mean, it's a whole other thing with like your significant other and things like that, where you can share your feelings about a certain human. But it's a whole other thing that if you're meeting your friends, if you're relating to women especially, if you're coming together and you only find yourself talking about other women or other people, you're really not using your time wisely. And I highly recommend to stay away from women who are constantly talking down on other women, because that becomes a chain. My next point, so that's my spiel on how to create without the fear of judgment. The second thing I'm going to say, it takes me right into the second thing I'm going to say, which is women oppressing other women. Okay, I know that the reason why my mom oppressed me, why my aunts oppressed me, was because their moms and their aunts and their family was oppressing them. And so they feel obligated to pass down the pain. Okay, so for example, if you were told to cover yourself as a woman, now you feel so obligated to do that to other women that you can't realize that that woman has life source, God source inside of her to make that choice for herself. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about is how women talk to other women when it comes to their marriage, when it comes to them having babies, when it comes to their careers. I feel like many women are not encouraging other women to become powerful in their careers, powerful in their lives. They're talking to other women about what other women are doing. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. And then they're trying to spend so much of their lifetime's energy on what other people are doing rather than looking at their own selves and seeing what they can better in their lives. I highly recommend that you start looking at the 5 people that are the closest to you, write their names down and see if they bring you down. If they're bringing you down and they're constantly negative, I want you to just take a step back from them for just a week, maybe 2 weeks, and see how you feel. If you start feeling better without being around that negative person, then that means that person doesn't have space in your life. And I've no friends because in real life, I don't have that many friends because I feel like a lot of those people were bringing me down, bringing me negativity, all of these things. And whoever's going to do that, I'm just going to cancel them out of my life. That's why I feel like I'm so confident, is because I'm surrounding myself with people who are confident and who want to live a better life. And if you make that conscious decisions to only surround yourself with humans that uplift you, you'll be uplifted yourself. Okay. Number 3, my point number 3. I'm trying to go fast here because I can really talk about this for a very long time because I feel really close when it comes to this topic. The next thing I want to talk about is if a woman makes a decision for herself, she becomes a bad woman. But if it is okay with her man, her father, her boss, then it's okay. So basically what I'm saying is even women do this to other women, men are doing this to women. And that is if a woman's husband, for example, says it's okay for her to wear a bikini, then she's like, oh, everyone's like, oh, well, her husband says it's okay, so it should be okay. Well, if she decides to wear that bikini, and then she becomes a bad woman. Okay, so I just want you to understand that this is just an example, and there's so many other examples like this. Like for example, like if a woman doesn't know how to cook food, and her husband's like, okay, so we'll just get a cook every week. They'll come and do meal prep for us, and then we'll expense it that way. But if a woman decides to, get a cook or whatever, she's being judged by other women for like not cooking food for her family. You know what I mean? Anyways, I think you get the point. I think you understand what I'm talking about. I'm so happy that you were able to join me for this conversation. I think it's a super important conversation. Please sound off in the comments down below if you are a woman who has felt other women oppress you, if you are a woman who feels that your decisions were always based on what other men wanted or what men want in your life, then please sound off in the comments down below, because I'm very active on Instagram. And usually when I'm going through, lists of people and trying to follow people and stuff, usually I find that women don't have profile pictures and their profiles are always private. And men's profiles, especially Pakistani men's profiles, are usually not only are they public, they're also all the pictures are viewed. Like they'll show you everything. They'll show you their muscles. They'll show you do everything, right? And you see other men like encouraging them in the comments. But for example, when I did fitness posts, I got a bunch of like DMs from men telling me how inappropriate it is to show off my body or to be confident with my body. And I just think that we all need to take a chill pill. We need to think about what we're doing with our time and stop caring so much about what other people are creating with their time, right? Because there's so much more I feel like I have to offer than just my body or just how pretty I look, you know? And I think that if you've been following me for a while, you know that already. Anyways, that is it. That is all I have to say to you today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you learned something new. If you did, please make sure to give this a thumbs up. And please make sure to tell your family and your friends, especially your girlfriends and your cousins and all the females that are in your life. Please share this video with them. I want to hear what they have to say. I want to start a conversation in the comments. Let's do it. I want to see what you have to say. I rarely do these kinds of talk through spiritual type videos, but I got a request and I've been getting a bunch of requests on talking about confidence. And this is basically how I feel like I'm so confident in my life is I do not allow other people to make me fearful of what I'm creating with my life. I'm not afraid of other people judging me. I am also not going to allow any woman or female to oppress me. I'm going to speak myself straight away. I don't hold myself back. And also, I do not allow my husband or anyone to own my body more than I'm owning my body and my decisions, okay? Because I have just as much right to make a decision as a man does, okay? So here's everything. This is how I'm confident. And yeah, I think that everyone can practice it. It's just a muscle that you have to practice, and you get better as you practice confidence daily. But it's something you have to believe in within yourself, and also you will have to clean up your energy around the negativity that you have faced when it comes to other women oppressing you and men oppressing their opinions on you. So with that said, please make sure to like this video, comment, and yeah, I can't wait to respond to you in the comments down below. Love you. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure to ring the notification bell. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.